bullshit.
Effectively, the video is essentially a mimetic hazard. And as a result, they're then just like, maybe you should just try praying to God. Or maybe just twist your head 180 degrees. That would probably do it. Is this the one with the choice?
I didn't realize how fucked up the guy's smile was.
Hello again, Mr. Grey Winder. Mr. Stewart, do you know why you're here today?
I don't know who this guy is, but for some reason he's always picked to,
No. Although I hope we don't have to have that talk.
like, they always just use his face for these things.
Keep talking, I'm hearing a phone call.
Okay. You know, I don't know who drew the short straw on this, but somehow this guy just always pops back up as the bad guy of every series.
What do you mean?
In the Pacifc tapes, this is William Afton's photo. In the Battington tapes, this is supposed to be, Martin.
Oh my god. Okay, now I remember it.
I'm pretty sure he's popped up in other things too as the bad guy.
I think maybe
I don't know where they're getting this photo from.
maybe it's just a joke amongst like all the horror film creators now. They're just like, hey, let's throw this guy in here.
I think it's just because it's not a. I think it's just because it's a not grainy photo. Like, it's actual good resolution, old time photo from about the right time period.
And his smile already looks pretty fucked up.
Well, no, this one's been slightly edited.
Okay. I think another thing is like
all of them are slightly edited in an attempt to make sure that people don't realize that, yes, this guy's been posted every single time.
I think maybe it's just a joke amongst all of them, and they're just like, ha ha ha.
For example, in this particular case, he's basically been given almost a sort of clown smile.
As you should.
Which makes sense. That's the distinguishing feature for Martin. It's how you can tell when they're trying to show you an image of him. He's always depicted with his clown smile.
I mean, he also, he's not a half bad looking guy, he's got his hair. I mean, he's got a big old nose, but
he's not half bad looking. Look, he's got a full head of hair.
and his head, it's still intact.
I mean, it was even after he ended up turning into literally the sort of ringmaster.
Listen.
As it were.
Listen. The guy's got a nice beard too. Like, I mean, look, that's a nice beard. I wish I could grow that. Okay, listen, I'm looking at this photo. I'm just noticing more and more odd things. Like, one ear's bigger than the other.
I know that his eyebrows are also edited, and I think...
Can you send me a picture on Discord of, like, different forms of this being used?
I don't think I've ever actually had to try to find this image. I don't even know what the name of this image is.
Can we watch Local 58 after this? Please?
I mean, I have to go to sleep at some point.
No, I mean, like, of course not directly after this, but later on down the road.
Okay, so Paige will be right back.
She is back.
Martin, you're a great businessman. And I've been told that you're a great brother. I don't hate Mom. My son loves your toys. He loves your show.
You shouldn't.
Which is why we are here. Sorry for our No. No. You told us in the past that your show was hacked. And it
funny noise. Oh, what a lovely smile.
Okay.
I
Anyways,
just heard the husky upstairs wake up and it scared the shit out of me because it made a weird sound.
so yeah, this would be the part where they're referring to, like this was the actual part that Arthur had referred to. That's I recall now. Basically, Martin killed 3 kids in an
Oh no,
attempt to make
that
the
got me a
perfect
little
toy.
bit. That actually got me.
But yeah, though, evidently Martin killed.
Yo, my man doing a Naruto run?
No. Anyway, so yeah, so Martin effectively killed 3 kids in an attempt to make the perfect toy.
As you
The
should.
attempts all failed in one way or another,
As they
and
would.
Arthur was forced to cover it up or risk the entire company and possibly the entire family going down in flames with Martin.
As they should have.
But he only covered for him on the pretense that Martin would never do this again, and then there was the whole Bonzo incident. And then Martin just snapped.
Was that what they were talking about at the beginning of the series?
Uh,
When we were first introduced to the ice cream man? And the two dads were
yes,
talking? Okay.
because the Bonzo tapes technically take place just prior to that, where the exact order of them are the training session with Bonzo, uh, Bonzo with the child, which I think is this one. Then you have the second episode, which is where we're introduced to Bonzo. Then it's the ice cream man. Then it's the scene with Macy, which of course explains what happens to the mother, the daughter, and then it's Henry, like Henry's stuff. The only one out of this entire group who didn't get put into one of the toys was the mother.
She must have lucked out.
You've already met her twice.
We have?
Yes.
Who the hell is she?
Do you remember that weird thing in the back rooms?
Oh, it's because she turned into a ghost, didn't she?
Yes.
She did not luck out. I was wrong. I have made a mistake, and I apologize.
If anything, she got it even worse than everyone else because there's no physical body to get rid of to try to unbind her. She's stuck like that.
I'm pretty sure she could find something to get stuck in.
Anyways, though, immediately, shortly following the rest of his family dying, he was working on turning Macy into one of the toys. Then you had Arthur smashing his own head in an attempt to break the control and break free. And he succeeded, then turned on Martin. Yes. And that leads us roughly to where we are now. This segment of tape occurs prior to all that, where he's trying to explain away how his intern stumbled across the evidence. Now we're just waiting on Paige to get back. That's the long and short of it for right now. Keep in mind, it's been almost a year since I saw this, so I'm still. So I actually have to piece back together what I know as it's going along. So if I say something incorrect, I will correct it later.
fence raccoon.
Anyways, the long story short, they're sort of in this split off where technically they're ghost possessing toys, but they're technically also the toys themselves, because not all of them were actually forced into a toy. Some of them were actually built into it.
So like, they just built the toy around an actual person, and then I'm guessing they killed the person with it or something.
Something like that. Henry's one of them, where technically he wasn't dead when he got put into the toy. And that song he sang about his dad threatening to put a knife in his eye, that actually ended up happening. That's the reason why he can't see. His dad carved out his eyes and replaced them with the wooden ones.
What? So that's just so helpful. That's such a kind thing to do. You know, once you get your actual eyes carved out, it's very nice if replace them.
Anywho, the reason why I say that they're also like equal parts ghost possessing it because not only does it showcase the fact that the clown Martin still can control them remotely, but later on there will be a video that won't make much sense if you solely think about it as like, oh, they're just only in control of their bodies, like as though they were still alive.
The nerves in my teeth are going wild right now. 1 second.
Woo.
You know that one scene from uh whatever death or whatever, that one cartoon of the in a weird one kid and his teeth are clicking?
You mean Billy and Mandy? The one with the
Yes.
Grim Reaper? Yes.
Yes. You remember that one scene where Billy's teeth starts clicking?
Vaguely.
Think of that scene, but imagine how that would feel.
Ugh.
That's how my one singular tooth feels because I got snapped. Mr. Boombastic. No, I want a Lego gun. That'd be fire.
So, in any case, as we're still waiting, I do recall though that later this does incorporate like a few little snippets of clips taken from like night security guards' perspectives
I love
within
that
the
idea.
actual establishment, because obviously the franchise didn't just end with the family's death,
So, is that what
because
that
no
first
one
scene
even
was?
knew. Yeah, because no one even. Yeah, that was taken from the actual storefront. Yeah, like sort of. It's almost like a gift shop area, but no, it's an actual storefront. And that was from the night guard's perspective. We get to see that again later.
Imagine having to be a goddamn night guard in one of these damn establishments. You better be getting some pretty good benefits if you're gonna be working there.
You don't.
That's bullshit.
The
It
night
truly is.
guard usually doesn't get paid all that much because their job is to sit there and not fall asleep.
Do I sound like I'd care? I'd be pretty damn pissed if I'm not getting paid well.
Hmm.
I mean, even if it wasn't haunted, I'd be pretty goddamn angry if I had to sit there and look at a bunch of weird dolls all day.
Yeah, but that's just how it is. Honestly, Paige is probably going to end up cutting out this entire segment.
I think it'd be a
After-
lovely thing to add.
After that quick explanation on all this. Sorry to anyone in the audience who's still stuck listening into this segment while we're waiting on her to get back.
It's great
And
commentary.
apologies for the spoilers, but well,
You shall suffer with the rest of us.
well, you aren't exactly watching this for necessarily the horror videos. You're watching this for Paige's reaction to the horror videos.
And our stupid little quips and comments. Or his explanation, because I'm pretty sure he should just make it. You know what? You should just make a YouTube channel where you explain things. You're
No.
very good at. No, you're very good at explaining things. I would love to watch that. And then slowly fall asleep to it. Which is what I would probably use it for. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ooh. An M2220. Or an M1220, I'm sorry. Let me get the politically correct term.